And welcome back to Ozarks Live. Springfield Contemporary Theater's production of Roe opens this weekend, and joining me now is Mel Bowen, Keisha McMillan, and Rachel Jamison. How are you all doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Good, thanks so much for being here. All right, let's start with this. Just tell me kind of the basic premise and plot of Roe.
So Roe begins with the very inception of Roe v. Wade, where a woman named Norma McCorvey gets pregnant and is seeking an abortion, cannot find one, and is connected to two women, Sarah Weddington and Linda Coffey, who end up representing her in a case that reaches all the way to the Supreme Court.
Wow.
And then travels beyond, through time, all the way up till the present day.
Oh my gosh, so a vast timeline there.
Indeed.
Now, Rachel, you are directing this show, so what has it been like directing it?
It's been very exciting. It's an important story and very timely.
Yeah.
The script we received was actually up to date. We received it when we started rehearsals 6 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
it's constantly evolving as the story evolves, and we are putting on a very recent production.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, Keisha and Mel, you both star in the play. So what has it meant to you guys to be able to be in this specific play?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I play multiple characters, but one of the characters I play, Aileen, is a Black woman, a nurse from the 60s, 70s, and, you know, also just being a Black woman this day and age, not having the opportunity to get an abortion. You know, I'm in my late 20s, but I still never thought of, you know, I want to settle down and have a family or anything like that. So knowing that I don't have the opportunities that these women are facing back from the 60s, 70s is, oh my God, it's crazy to think about, you know. But, you know, being able to play the perspective from these different characters and what it's like going through a woman, taking care of these other women who are not getting the rights and opportunities that they deserve is powerful, especially this day and age now that we're seeing it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Mel, what about you?
I actually play Norma McCorvey, who is Jane Roe. And I've been, you know, I consider myself pretty well-versed on women's rights, abortion rights, and to get to know her story, I knew nothing, and that's, I think, pretty common, is not knowing who this person actually was, and getting to know this complex character, incredibly complex character, who has gone from wanting an abortion to helping women get abortions in abortion clinics, and then having a complete conversion to being anti-abortion. Is a very, this whole arc of character that's just so interesting to get to know, and then all of her interactions with the different characters and what she brings and what those characters bring to her life as well is pretty powerful.
Yeah, I mean, the mental capacity of that alone is just such a challenge, you know? So I can't even imagine what it's been like for you guys really putting yourself in these women's shoes for these specific roles. So tell me this, what do you think the audience is gonna take away from seeing the show when they come out to see you guys?
I believe they're gonna hear from numerous perspectives that they weren't expecting.
Okay.
We see the stories of many, many women who are pregnant and seek abortions or are not able to receive abortions for many, many different reasons. And hearing their stories can be a bit surprising sometimes.
What about for you guys? What do you think the audience is going to get most from it, maybe?
Yeah, going off of what Rachel says, you know, we're not just getting the perspective of different women, but from the men too.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially one of Justice Blackmun, who was a big part in Roe v. Wade. You know, in this play, he talks about how he made his decision based off of his wife and daughter. So I think this is, you know, a really great opportunity for anyone in the community to kind of think of, you know, what's going on in the world today and how can we use this show to explain and educate what we can do now. And, you know, the show will end wrapping up right around Election Day, so it's a great opportunity
timing is right on par then.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a great conversation starter too, because there's a lot of information from different sides and different perspectives, and people will take away different things from it, you know, whether or not their perspective was coming into it differently, or something was changed, or some knowledge, you know, that they acquired. That conversation is started, and you know, they can really feel like they have a little bit of knowledge, maybe inspired to research a little bit more about the subject. you know, and really have those conversations that are needed, especially, as we've said,
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of amazing takeaways there. Now tell me this, if people want tickets or more information about the show, where can they go to find all that information?
SpringfieldContemporaryTheater.org.
All right, perfect. Thank you all so much for being here. Really excited about this play, and good luck to all of you on stage. So
Thank you so much.
absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
All right, well, coming up next on